Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all, depending on where in the globe you are currently situated. It is my great pleasure actually, and thank you to the organising committee for inviting me, just to say a few words at the beginning of the day. So indeed, welcome to the I's second Professional Development Symposium with the theme of Futures of Learning and Teaching. I've been informed that, and I can see actually on screen, that there is a wonderful array of professional educators, academics from around the world who have joined us. So we're absolutely delighted. And just to go through some stats here, so we have around 270 registrations from around the world. And these include, and I think this is really revealing in terms of the level of interest around this particular topic. So we have throughout the day, you may not be here with us right now, but throughout the day, we're going to have people from Qatar, UAE, Oman, the UK, so hello to UK people, USA, Spain, Canada, Pakistan, and the list goes on, Turkey, Uzbekistan, Russia, Ghana, Philippines, China, and Taiwan. And then, of course, locals from Hong Kong, and that includes all of the UGC-funded institutions and the self-finance sector. So again, that's a wonderful representation. And it also includes, and I think this is particularly important, international schools. I think, you know, as we go on and we talk about the futures of education and learning and teaching, that kind of through line from the schools to the tertiary sector and onwards is going to be increasingly important because we're all in this together, actually. I think that sense of the silo mentality that we have been accustomed to is something that we've actually absolutely got to break down. And then, of course, we've also got key colleagues here from the I and then across the Vocational Training Council network. So on behalf of the I, a very warm welcome to you all. I just want to say a few words about the futures of learning and teaching. I'm an educator myself. I have been in education all my professional career, and that includes, you know, primary, secondary. I was in teacher education. I've been in the vocational sector. I've been in the university sector. So I have this passion for learning and teaching, and I hope when you speak to any of my colleagues here at the I, that they can attest to that, right? That there is this passion for a learner-centric focus here at the I, and we are very much about learning transformation. So I know that in the papers that will be shared, particularly from the I colleagues, you will get a flavor of this, that digital transformation, but at its heart, you know, technology is but a tool for the skills, knowledges, and the craft of teaching, which is something that we endeavor through our lifelong profession as teachers and educators. So, you know, that sense that we are all gathered here because we want to engage in the professional conversations around reflective practice, around your latest practices, given what we have been through in terms of COVID globally, and the very, very rapid transition to digital online platforms and the use of digital resources. So I think that's going to be clearly front and center during the day. I think as we transition to the next normal, we talk a lot here at the I, because we are an applied degree institution, about our relationship with our industries and our professions. And I think increasingly as technology continues to hold sway, and increasingly as Education 4.0 and then Industry 4.0 come together more, I think that relationship, the partnership, and indeed we talk about industry integration at the I, is going to be increasingly important, because that's what's going to add value to our learners and therefore to the professions and the industries in the future of work. But there is a caveat there, that we also have to maintain that human touch. And I'll talk more about that shortly. So the implications of the next normal, the implications for education and particularly higher education, is a very hot topic at the moment. And I know that many of you will already have contributed to other symposiums and conferences. So the key message from me, and it's something that I share here at the I, is around co-creating our future. So it's not just about the I or any of your sole institutions. It is about the ecosystem that we are now so much part of, that we need to be invested in as educators, as leaders, as academics, as learners, as lifelong learners. So co-creating that future. And for me, there are three key themes. One is inclusivity. I think there is, if there's anything that we have learned from the pandemic and the measures that we have had to put into place and to survive and the resilience, is that we have to be inclusive. I think the pandemic has really highlighted the inequities globally. And I think we have, a mission and a purpose to make a difference. Secondly is everything is technological, right? Digital transformation is the way of the world, and we have to learn to take its advantages to ensure that our learners, our livelihoods, the ways in which we now maintain life and the new normal of work is going to be technological. So our focus is clearly on digital transformation. And then the key messaging, of course, across the globe now is around sustainability. So here at the I, we have a significant agenda on sustainability, on greening, on green technologies, on investing in the circular economy in terms of our program and our student learning. So, those three, so inclusivity, technological focus, and sustainability are for me here at the I some key messaging that we put out. So as you can see also, the I is celebrating its 10th anniversary this year, so we're very proud of the 10 years. It's not easy being in the self-finance sector, and it's not easy in Hong Kong when there is so much competition. But I think we are carving out a niche environment here, and I think part of it is our thought leadership, and you are part of it today, in bringing together people, companies, industry, networks who will share in order to make learning and education in the 21st century stronger. So I welcome your input into the community. I welcome in particular the industry speakers and the industries and the professions that join the I, so that we are able to deliver out of our smart campuses this sort of symposium. And I think that has been one of the benefits of COVID. I mean, it's been a very trying time, but I think one of the benefits of COVID is that we have all transitioned very quickly, and we can now quite easily come together in platforms such as this. So in closing, really, I just want to make sure that we do share, we collaborate, we innovate, and we tell our stories. I do want to highlight and kind of do a bit of an editorial for a big conference that the I is going to be hosting as part of our 10th anniversary. It's the International Conference on Applied Education, Technology and Innovation. And we did run this actually in 2019. And out of it, we do have a publication. So this was Applied Degree Education and the Future of Work. So this is a Springer Book publication, and it was a contribution by many people as well across the globe. It has had something like 12,000 downloads. So again, it is a topic that is of interest to people. Now, just recently, so like 2 weeks ago, we also released Applied Degree Education and the Future of Learning. Now, this is a bigger one, so that means that we had even more contributions. So the third in the series, which I co-edit with Dr. Wilmar, is going to be around Applied Degree Education 5.0 and the shape of things to come, which very much speaks to the theme of this conference as well. So when I talk about the shape of things to come, it is around automation, AR, VR, AI, all of the technological advancements. And the question we are posing is, if we have Industry 5.0, which increasingly is about the robots, etc., what then happens to the human touch? So how do we in education ensure that that intersection between technology, the digital technologies of now and into the future, are also going to, in meaningful ways, intersect with human touch, with what it means to be human? How can we ensure that those 21st century competencies, those 21st century skills, the human creative endeavor is not going to be lost? So there is currently going to be there is a call for abstracts. So there are two ways you can contribute. One is to write an abstract and come and deliver at the conference. It will be hybrid. So you can either come in person, hopefully this is December, so 8th and 9th. So either come to Hong Kong and we warmly welcome you, or deliver hybrid in virtual mode. Or please do write a full paper and submit that so that we can actually get that third book out and published with Springer. So with that, and thank you for being able to share that wee commercial there, I again congratulate you all for joining us. I thank you very much for being part of this professional conversation. In particular, I thank my colleagues here at the School of General Education and Languages and all of my VI colleagues. It takes teamwork, as they say, to make the dream work. So, you know, one of our dreams is to be able to enlarge our networks globally, to be part of that professional conversation. So have a wonderful day. I'm going to look forward to listening in when I can, and to sharing your stories, your professional journeys, and the new ways of engaging with the futures of learning and teaching. So thank you, everybody. Have a fantastic time. Bye for now.